Main news from Jamaica, a poll commissioned by the People's National Party PNP leadership aspirant Peter Bunting's Rise United team has given Peter Bunting the edge over the incumbent Dr. Peter Phillips in the upcoming presidential election. The Rise United Commission poll conducted by Don Anderson shows that 39% of Jamaicans believe Bunting is best suited to lead the party compared to 21% in favor of current leader Dr. Peter Phillips. Campaign manager of Rise United, Dr. Dayton Campbell, shared the findings of the poll at a press conference on Wednesday morning. The poll was conducted between July 20 and August 2nd among 700 respondents. It has a margin of error of plus or minus 3.5%.
So the question was asked that Peter Bunting, one of the senior members of the People's National Party, has decided to challenge Dr. Phillips for the leadership. What is your view of this? Would you say that this is a good idea or is it a bad idea? 39%, which is the orange, said that this is a good idea. The challenge at this time in the party is a good idea. 23% said that it was a bad idea. So you had a 16% increase of persons who said that this is a good idea. So let us clear the air with that discussion around whether or not the challenge is a good or a bad thing. It is clearly a good thing for the People's National Party. So that's question number one. Question number two that was asked is, in your opinion, which of the two persons, Peter Phillips or Peter Bunting, do you feel would be best suited to lead the People's National Party at this time? And when posed, 39% of the persons said that Comrade Peter Bunting was the best person to lead the People's National Party at this time, compared to 21% that said that Dr. Peter Phillips was the best person to lead the party. So it's a difference of 18 percentage points. Now I want you to be reminded that the candidacy of Comrade Bunting at the time that this poll was done, which is between July 20 and August 2, that's roughly about 6 weeks. He's polling at 39%, and the current leader of the party would have been there for 3 years. He's polling at 21%. So I do believe that it is very clear, or it should be very clear to the country as to what the views of the populace are, as to who is best suited to lead the party.
Meanwhile, the poll also revealed that Peter Bunting has a better chance of defeating the ruling Jamaica Labour Party led by Prime Minister Andrew Holness if a general election was to be called.
When this question was asked, which person stood a better chance against Andrew Holness? The orange column there, 36% said that Peter Bunting was the man to defeat Andrew Holness, while 16% said that Peter Phillips would have a better chance. So that's more than 2 times. So if we were in a race, we would have been lapped twice, right? So I want to really drive home this point, that the purpose of a political party is to obtain state power so you can implement your programs and your policies. The view of the populace is that Peter Bunting leading the People's National Party gives it a substantial increase in their chances of defeating the Labour Party.
And Dr. Campbell says the leadership challenge has re-energized the PNP's base. He says, according to the recent poll, the PNP has improved in its ability rating against the JLP. And Dr. Campbell is also appealing to delegates to consider the results of the poll before they make a decision at the September 7 presidential elections.
The repeat poll that was done between July The repeat poll that was done between July 20, as I said before, and August 2, shows that the People's National Party has now moved from 18% to 30%. That's an increase of 12 percentage points. Or, yes, let me get the language right. The People's National Party has risen in the poll. No, that is an increase of 67%, or two-thirds, 12 over the 80, right? That's what that represents. The party has increased by more than 50% in just a 6 weeks campaign. So you can imagine that by the time we get into conference, that we would have pulled ahead of the Jamaica Labour Party if the momentum continues, which it will. The Labour Party is now at 35%. So what was an 11 points lead before is now down to 5 points. And the margin of error for the poll is 3.5%. So we're almost in a statistical dead heat.
In the meantime, the man seeking to unseat Dr. Phillips says he's confident his team will be victorious. Peter Bunting says after the September 7 election, he plans to kick off his national campaign to become the next Prime Minister.
The idea, as Ian has said, is to really just transition into a campaign that's going to be national. We're going to be in every village, every town, every city across Jamaica, and every community. That is our goal. The feedback we have been getting is that people be valued, people want to be heard, people want to feel that they're a part of this democracy that we have, both internally and externally. And that is our commitment to, beyond September 7th, maintain an energy, an intensity, a determination to engage the people of Jamaica